Hey guys, how's it going? Jasensational here, welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to take it back to the basics. This is the tempo deck of pretty much the game, I think. I think this deck is iconically the tempo deck of this game, and this is CAITLYN EZREAL TRIBEAM deck. This is your very classic Noxus PNZ deck that just aims to play hardcore for tempo. And there's a few reasons why I wanted to play it. I did have a lot of success, or rather why I want to show it to you guys. It is, I had a lot of success with it on ladder. I went 9-0 on my stream the other night, and I just couldn't stop winning, I guess. The deck is very, very basic, but it's also very powerful in how it works because of just a few deciding factors. One of those is actually the CAITLYN buff, where now you plant flash bombs into the top 8 cards of your deck. Not only does that fantastically increase the rate of how often your opponent draws into the flash bombs, but it also allows you to proc a lot more of your cards. Not only can you thin out your opponent's board, you can activate cards like Flock to set up just very powerful swing turns, and that buff is honestly quite big. And so having cards like CAITLYN as well as the Piltover Peacemaker and shuffling the flash bombs into your opponent's deck, I've been more commonly drawing, 1-2 flash bombs, and that can be really devastating against a board state from the opponent's side. Second factor why this deck is a little bit better now is actually into Mono Shurima. I think in the past, Mono Shurima has often or not just been able to tempo over CAITLYN EZREAL decks, even if you Scorch Earth their Sun Disc. But now that the Mono Shurima lists have been changing a little bit, cutting the mid-range stuff, cutting the Desert Naturalists. Now, if you Scorch Earth or Sun Disc, you can still come back from tempo because they're just playing a lot less tempo generating cards. And even if you don't blow up the landmark, you can still play a very tempo focused game. Have the removal, have the damage at the right moment, and you can still play for a very fair game. EZREAL also providing a little bit of burst damage to the opponent is very good. After you've done your tempo game plan, you put your opponent down to like less than 5 health. EZREAL again is just a nice finisher to get you over the top, as well as cards like Captain Farron. Now, of course, the deck is built around the TRIBEAM, so you do have a plethora of 3-drop cards. But the power of TRIBEAM really comes into your attack turns when you're able to develop into your turn. So ideally, you get to save up TRIBEAM Improbulator onto like your turn 7-8 attack turns, where you're developing, say, 2-3 drops into a TRIBEAM, and some of those 3 drops could be like a Arachnoid Sentry, and that removes a block from your opponent as well. When you're playing this deck, you just really, really, really want to be thinking about tempo, how to maximize tempo, how I can push the most damage in one turn, and how I can set up my next attack turns in order to push the most damage out there. It really doesn't get any bit more basic than this. Not to say that it's an easy deck to play, but I think if you're looking to master the fundamentals of the game, of tempo as a whole, this is the perfect deck to start, and the perfect deck to continue on really for the rest of however long you decide to play Legend of Runeterra, until this deck receives some fundamental change to it. So always be a staple in the back, and it can always shine very brightly. So I want to show this off to you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the games. I think they are some very, very solid games. Again, just outlining the basics of tempo. If you guys are interested more in the overall talk about tempo, I did have a masterclass on tempo as a topic. I'll leave the link down below in the description. Feel free to check that out if you're interested. But thank you guys so much for watching and tuning into the channel today. Hope you guys have a lovely Friday. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow with another video. So peace out, guys, and take care. Again, Carl. Can I steal some more LP from this man? Oh, there's no Scorch. Uh-oh. We do not have a Scorchers. We have 2 draws to find Scorchers. Okay, that's not a Scorcher. Scorchers! Pow! Pow, pow, pow! Oh, frick. Uh-oh. Ah! Oh, ooh. Okay. So we do have 2 TRIBEAMs. We have to actually play fair now. Uh-oh. This is actually really scary all of a sudden. Oh, but he has such a low tempo play. Okay. His turn is super low tempo. How do I like abuse the fact that he's like not applying tempo onto the board? It's hard. Like I don't want to play this now. If I play like House Fighter ruins my curve a little bit. EZREAL is good, but it's so low tempo. Wow, if I had like a CAITLYN here and then like I had a Sentry next turn, I could just really put on some like pressure. But my draw so far has been quite awkward. I could just like station Archivist, try to hit Scorch and Scorch like a Sundisk twice. I can do that next turn, I suppose. All that flabber for like actually nothing. Like I don't know, EZREAL's so bad here.
Come drink.
I don't think he should attack. Because like he can't really deal with my EZREAL, whether it's at 2 health or 3 health, any differently. I can like block that next turn for some big tempo swings. Speaking of flock. So I just want to... I think I'm looking for like Scorch Earth. Going for the Sundisk kill is not a great line. Well, I've won the last 2 games I went for the Sundisk kill. So for me, it's been going pretty well. It's much, I think, because like nowadays, like the way that people are building mono Shurima, it's a lot less mid-rangey, and it's a lot easier if you just blow up their Sundisk. Because like they're giving up a lot to build their deck this way, you know, without the, maybe they're cutting down on the Endless Devouts to like 2 copies. Maybe they're like not running like the Naturalists. And that gives you a lot of breathing room because they just don't have as strong tempo plays, which you can come back from after blowing up the Sundisk. That's huge. I guess I deal 3. I don't know why I didn't kill this one. Awkward. Very interesting lines from the opponent. Like pushing this 3 damage is non-insignificant. I do have a Flock in my next couple cards, which is good. Because Flock is like the highest tempo cost, like the highest tempo card in my deck. So I draw Flock very soon. EZREAL into like Sentry TRIBEAM. It's pretty strong. Beautiful. So I go Sentry onto this next turn, he develops like TRIBEAM. If he doesn't develop after the fact, I can like House Spider. This is a good spot. This is a very good spot. So he needs to have like a unit plus like a Rite of Negation. And then I'm like questioning whether or not I should play for this TRIBEAM or not. Because like this House Spider is also like pretty good in the same aspect.
Bask in the sunlight.
I get really hardcore punished if he has a Rite of Negation here. I get really rewarded if he doesn't.
I know you're thinking and
I think let's go for the risk play. Oh, but then he can like kill this and then he gets the sarcophagus. Jeez, every line seems kind of bad here. If I had 1 extra mana, I could go for this because I can still Mystic Shot this. Peacemaker into House Fire. I think that's okay as well. But I really want to be like, I'm really trying to be greedy. I don't know, it's tough. I think I'd rather just swing first because I don't want to play into like an Hourglass. Like if I Mystic Shot here and he can Hourglass me, that's just boosting his own game plan. So I'm going to sacrifice a couple damage for Hourglass potential. No way he kills EZREAL, really? You think EZREAL's that big of a threat? I don't like how much emphasis he's putting on EZREAL. But now that EZREAL's so close to leveling, I think I'm pretty happy just keeping him alive to try to pressure him out. I do like bribe it to like the, you know, so I do lose a target and he's, but now like he can't play champion plus like Rite of Negation. Like although this was like good for him, it's like low tempo overall. Like he can't just like play Xerath this turn because then he gets like, he can't play Rite. And then we have a swing next turn, right? Like, we're still in a pretty decent spot. That all being said and done. Like, he has to play something, otherwise I just open attack next turn. And he's down 2 quicksands. I believe, right? Or has he only played 1 so far? He's only played 1. Yeah, like, he just opened himself up to this line. Like, he just couldn't play Xerath this turn, which is what we're sort of aiming for. Like, we're just aiming for these, like, really high pressures. Bro, are you dead ass? Oh my lord, what the hell is that?
Shurima never fell. It only awaited my return.
I'm so disappointed.
Sounds dangerous.
The worst part is it actually isn't that bad. Honestly, like, the 2-1's like not that bad. I think he's dead here, because I have 4 damage with the Mystic shots. Wait, what? Oh, I see, interesting. I should be fine here, because, like, my EZREAL survives through all this. Like, if he plays Xerath here, which he can't because it's not leveled up, still fine here. I would like to level up EZREAL if I can. Or I just find, like, another Mystic shot here.
The same calling card from our other case.
I don't have any more flock, or I'm not drawing to any flocks. I just need to make sure that EZREAL isn't my weakest unit, so he doesn't get obliterated. Like, that's the last thing I need to be concerned about here. I also do need to find 1 more point of damage, because, like, if he has a Rite of Arcane, I'm in a tough spot. Oh, that's perfect. That levels EZREAL. Oh, wow, okay.
Firing. Check me out.
This 3 damage face. I don't want to let. I'm not gonna let him, like. I'm not gonna give him, like, a Xerath level up here. Oh, perfect. As long as I have my targets here, I'm fine. Alright, we'll just Mystic Shot his face, see what's up. See how I feel about that. He's gonna have to write one of these. Like, he can only write once, and I should win anyways. Okay, I should win here. It's like I just get to play TRIBEAM. That's currently fine. If I play this and get righted, I actually could lose. Unfortunately, I can't. I should have, like, TRIBEAM Xerath first, I think. That might have been a slight mistake.
I know you're thinking and stuff, but could you maybe speed things up a little?
Hang on, I just need to make sure I don't randomly lose. Because he's going to draw Xerath. That's the scariest part. Oh, I'll play the 1-mana spell. I'm thinking. It's tough. This is a tough spot. Replay EZREAL. I could, but he's just going to draw another Xerath, right? And I don't have another spell. Like, he's drawing a Xerath here. If I replay EZREAL, it just gets blasted. The first priority here is to not die. Then the second priority is to look for lethal. I shouldn't be losing this turn, but I need to be careful that EZREAL isn't getting obliterated randomly by Xerath. Damage. So do I take Progress Day? Oh, because it's burst spell. Yeah, I can take Progress Day. Perfect. So next turn I just go EZREAL Progress Day and I win. I just need to not die this turn, which right now I am currently not dying, I believe. So like even if he plays Arise here, then he pulls 11, 16. Oh my god, he's one off lethal. Oh Jesus Christ. I didn't even calculate how close to dying I was. Wow, that's insane. Oh my god, I nearly threw this game. Am I dying? Oh, I'm actually no, I'm not, because I get to play Sentry and Sentry takes the heat. Oh my god, I was so close to losing here. Wow. I wasn't even thinking if I should have played Sentry or not. I should have played Sentry first. That was really stupid. I could have lost this game. But now I can't.
What's the motive?
So he replays Azir. So right now I'm taking 5 and I don't lose. And I just play EZREAL plus Progress Day. There's no silence, there's no burst speed obliterates. You can't do anything at burst speed and I get to play Progress Day. Oh, that was a close game. That doesn't do it though. Woo! Jeez, that was scary, huh? That was a scary game. Not necessarily as much about how important it was every turn to play for tempo. Whereas I was maximizing how much tempo I could push through, right? And I think that cost him a little bit. This hand sucks. This hand is not better. TRIBEAM! Oh, let's go. He didn't watch Tempo Masterclass video. Oh my god. That's burn.
I help when I can. Shut up when I can. Buckle up.
Shout out to whoever watched that. What does he have to play on turn 3? Optic Ballistic? What's in his deck? So like Portal Cannon, Mystic Shot, no deal 3. So I'm pretty happy just playing EZREAL here. There shouldn't really be anything else he could play along with his Ballistic Ball this turn, which lets me just swing in for 3 damage, and that's pretty good. Also makes his turn very awkward next turn because it definitely limits how easily he can play Viktor down on board. Because if he played Viktor into like the free Mystic Shot, I just go like Mystic Shot flock it, and he doesn't actually run Notify in his deck, so he can't stop it. So he can't play Viktor this turn as long as I keep up the Mystic Shot. Now what I could do is play the Mystic Shot and bait him into thinking I don't have another Mystic Shot, and then Mystic Flock his Viktor, which I kind of dig, because I really think he's like trying to slow play me here with like saving his Viktor. Yeah. What if I Sentry? Can I Sentry? And now there is, I believe, no singular card. Well, he could Twin. I guess he could Twin here. But then I just like flock in next turn, I guess. I don't know. I definitely did get him to play Viktor this turn. If he has like a Twin, Sucks a little bit. Okay, no twin. Perfect. So that was like sort of like the thinking behind that sort of sequence. And now like the bot dies like anything and everything. And I do have a second flock. Knowing that he does have a twin is good information, which means his only counterspell right now is a deny. He can't play Lee Sin, or at least if he does play Lee Sin, I'm not particularly scared. I could just play like the Archivist for no value, just apply tempo. I could Static Shock. I don't really like that line. I just want to apply pressure here. I'm just gonna go with double 3-drop next turn. If he passes here, we're pretty happy. Okay. I might just flock this actually. I don't hate this flock. I don't hate the Archivist either. Because like I can hit Mystic Shot, I can hit Thermo Beam. I can hit Flock. So there's 4 cards that I want. Otherwise I just play a 3 mana 3/3. Oh, CAITLYN's phenomenal. CAITLYN means I don't have to play the Archivist this turn, which is huge. Because I can still go with like the Flock plus Sentry line. I don't really want to flock this 4/1. This flock is quite valuable, given I don't have any others to remove on my hand. And he plays Archivist, so now I just Sentry as Archivist and see what's up.
I think we have something on that case.
We still know he doesn't have Twin. He has a spell that he got off of Archivist. Oh, sure. Maybe he's like ambushing my EZREAL. Okay, so he drew the Twin. It's fine. Okay. Do we care? How much do we care? Like I could just Mystic Shot the... I can just Mystic Shot the bot, right? Because like if CAITLYN doesn't if CAITLYN like gets fizzled, doesn't plant traps, it's whatever, right? I'm just gonna milk this flock for a bit longer because I do like having it in hand. I think that's fine overall. It's not the biggest deal. Like EZREAL's leveling up. I'd level up EZREAL right now. Because he can't play Lee Sin and Deny. Next turn we're going to have 7 mana plus 1. So like next turn 7, I'll have 8 mana. Can't really do too much with 8, unfortunately. I don't need to flock you anyways. Is leveling EZREAL good for me? It is decent. Oh, another EZREAL, perfect. Like, I need to stress him under deny points. Like, I need to make sure he can't, like, have deny up at certain points in the game. I could, like, try to Shock Blast these two. Like, just try to bait out a deny. It's pretty good. It's not the worst case if he has a deny. Because, like, he's not getting a Dragling into his attack turn. And then you still can't stop EZREAL. Oh, huge. Interesting. So he could have, like, Lee Sin. But then, like, he can't play 2 spells, right? Oh, never mind, I get... No, yeah, he can't play 2 spells, right? So if he, like, challenges in with the EZREAL, I can just flock it. Like, he can't attack. Or, like, what? He's going, like... Oh, he has Poro Cannon, huh? So Poro Cannon would suck here if he has it. Because, like, then he can kick my EZREAL. But unless he has exactly Poro Cannon, it's, like, no big deal. Oh, he doesn't even have it, wow. So we can't play TRIBEAM plus the Archivist, which is unfortunate. But we're gonna stress out spells during combat at the very least. So I'm not gonna play TRIBEAM here. Or am I?
Let me get you that
If I play
flower.
TRIBEAM and he has Deny, I can't kill Lee Sin, so that's sort of counterproductive to the fact.
It doesn't add up.
It's not like he can block with Lee Sin anyways this moment. Ambushes Lee Sin, let's go, dude. What? Ambush Lee Sin, that's kind of pog. That's a pog play right there. But now we can just TRIBEAM the Lee Sin. I guess we just Scorch it instead. He needs to play a second spell here. You can't just like let Lee Sin get damaged. He doesn't have like Notify, so he needs like this shield. As far as much as he knows, he needs a shield, which we can easily pop with like static. Although I would really like to play the TRIBEAM this turn because he's tapped out. I think I can pressure him into other points along the game. Oh, he top decked the Poro Cannon. Wow, that's wild. So we can't Mystic Shot here. So we're Chinese down Deny mana? Well, we can't do it anymore anyways. We have to play around Twin as well. I just want to use the Scorched Earth. Like, I'm sure we can pressure him into points where he is either forced to tap under Deny mana, or we can bait out a Deny at a different point.
So close.
Like, we're still not in a huge rush yet. We have 2 more Scorch within our next 4 cards. So we have plenty of control aspects, we just need to make sure that we get there. Like, I'm not particularly scared of Viktor. I don't want to play EZREAL until he plays like the X-Core. I want to see what he rolls.
We must improve. We must evolve. Electroplating completed.
Okay, that's fine. So I'm pretty sure I am safe to play EZREAL here unless he has 2nd and 3rd Lee Sin in hand. which is a quite the niche case. I'm pretty sure I'm safe to play EZREAL here. I'm also safe to pass just in case I'm scared. Like, if he doesn't play Poro, like my EZREAL calculate creations, okay.
Behold me!
Okay, well, I mean
All evolution will converge to machines.
I think it's pretty clear he has Deny in hand.
True display of skill.
Genius.
So I'm just gonna Thermo Viktor here to force out a Deny. Plus I can Thermo the Neandroid. If this force out a Deny, I don't think he'll have another one. He has 2 cards in hand, I'm not gonna play around double Deny. Oh, Spirit's Refuge, sick. He's gonna heal a bit here, which obviously sucks.
Come on! Hold on!
No, I guess we just Deny check him. Alright. I mean, that card's never not Deny, right? It's not Deny? The Twin? Oh, wow, that's so greedy, really. Wow, that's so greedy. Why would you do that? That's so greedy. What? That's wild. But he doesn't have Deny then. What is his last card? Like Twin? What? Not Twin, but like Refuge? I'm very confused with that line.
It is time.
Don't understand. I just Thermo your cat, right? Your last card's a spell. Very confused. Like, it's a... Huh?
Tell life
Wait, someone tell me what this last card is. Was he just trying to like bait me into thinking he has deny? There's no way like I don't get it. Huh, yeah, I don't know. That was kind of awkward.
The same calling
Okay.
card from our other case.
Yeah, that was weird. Like, he didn't have deny, which is fair, but he had something playable there. This is a... I think this is a... I'm not sure how I feel about this matchup. I feel like it could be tough. I like keeping this so I can kill the Sentinel if he plays on turn 1. I can miss a shot Sentinel on turn 2 or like have some reactability. CAITLYN obviously phenomenal. Matchup is hard without denies, yeah. You had a refuge which, you know, saved you for a turn, but without denies you just can't stop the TRIBEAM.
There's nothing to fear.
That sucks. Like, CAITLYN getting thermo beamed is unfortunate. I would enjoy it not being put in that spot.
Hush now.
I'd probably still play CAITLYN regardless. Like, if he goes 1-drop in a thermo, I just mystic shot the 1-drop. I could like static tier to save myself some damage.
Me miss? Not by a long shot.
And yeah, it's just gonna set up for a thermo, and then I have to mystic shot his 1-2. Why kept? Oh, interesting. Okay. He's just gonna vengeance me?
Let's investigate.
Wait, what is this? Glimpse? No, not even a glimpse. Interesting. It's mystic shotable. This sort of matchup's all about reactivity because of like the Sentinels, right? It's very crucial, especially when most of your damage or most removal is damage based, that you have a way to like react to the Sentinel. Like this. Unfortunately, they just have a lot stronger of a late game. Like, they're... I suspect that they're gonna outvalue me in the long run. And I'm a little bit afraid of that. I have double tri-beams and they can't interact with that, which is the one upside that I do have. But like once they start sticking Jaces on the board, it's gonna be quite tough. Is this ever good? Or do I just take a tri-beam? 8 mana tri-beam? Healing 3 is so worthless. But like, getting a follower from their side is probably bad.
It's an awesome day for progress.
This turn I'll try to set up like a static.
I pull the strings.
Look for a thermo. Yo, Alforovoso. Hi, my love, how you been? Doing good, thank you for asking. Welcome, welcome. I can just play a fearsome blocker. I'm setting up for the static shock at the very least. Another gift for Jason. Aw, thank you. Thank you for the bit. Thank you, Noodle Man. Appreciate it.
Hey, big man.
Just a Jace, but right now, like, the Jace isn't doing much for him. Then I gotta tri-beam the Jace at some point.
Let's get started.
We could use a bite.
Come on.
It doesn't add up.
As Kate loses to most control decks that don't rely on unit presence. I think that's a relatively fair statement. Now the Sentinel deck still does quite heavily rely on units. I think, you know, they do have like, you know, Vengeances and Runations. But at the end of it, they're still a very sort of tempo-oriented deck. They can go a little bit more control-y, but generally that's not usually the case. 11 mana, 2, 3, 5. Legion Marauders. Yo, Menudo, man, with the tier 1 gifted sub to Lonksane. Thanks so much, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Means a lot. Now, the strength of numbers is actually interesting. it takes like a double Mystic shot out. Anomaly is good. Assembly line's also good. Like, these are all pretty decent. This turn I do want to like... This turn, I'm not going to play any of these this turn. Annul. I'll take the Annul. Assembly line. Okay, so I gotta stun this guy. He hasn't tapped into Ruination.
Love me some Reggie.
So he hasn't tapped into Ruination. That's like the slightly scary part. Gotta love when there isn't a bad choice, just 3 reasonable ones. That is also a very happy place to be. Shock Blast. True shot, bro. Okay. Well, we gotta push some damage here at the very least. So like he could Vile Feast us. That's sort of like his last line. But we've tried our best to set up this turn, and it's just reasonable. It's a so-so turn. Okay, well I guess Vile Feast doesn't block that. He actually had Vile Feast. Okay, as far as 5 drops go, this one pushes some damage. Fair enough. 3 damage, pow. We can kill Jace with like a weapons plus this. Shit. Oh, another TRIBEAM. Wait, really? Yeah, this is where things get a little bit trickier, because now Ruination becomes like a threat, right? Like Ruination is becoming a very real threat, and because it makes it a lot harder for me to develop into my turns. I could play like the Static Shock, but that's limiting my abilities a little bit. I think next time I'm just gonna start out by killing the Spiderling, and then we'll have to figure out where to go from there. Am I excited for the Jin release? I think the Jin release is super cool because I'm excited. It's still a little bit far out away, so the thing I'm most excited about right now is the upcoming champion rework. I think, of course, that's on the top of my mind. But what I really like about the Jin stuff is that it opens up a lot of doors, right? I think it opens up a lot of doors to the future of what deck building and like deck concepts can look like, which I am quite ecstatic about. Alright, 11 mana, how do I push? So with 11 mana, I can go like this. Ideally I want to play a TRIBEAM this turn. This is like, I can't open attack, my open attack just sucks, right? Say Vile Feast. I can play CAITLYN. CAITLYN's okay. Is he on Ruination? Let's check at the very least. So he's on Ruination. I suspect relatively standard list. So 1 Ruination, maybe more from the Pharaoh Financiers. The issue is if I play CAITLYN here, I can't TRIBEAM, which is honestly a little bit scary if he Ruinates me. Because like that's one way to just like reset my turn. Like I'm actually quite scared of Ruination here. Ideally, he just like plays Jace or something silly, and then I get a TRIBEAM. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the Jin. I'm really looking forward to Jin because I think that's like the beginning of like something exciting for how like Riot approaches deck building choices. Now I'm not sure if I'm excited for specifically Jin and what Jin does, but I'm excited by the idea or the factor that Jin is going to bring a new way to play the game. Vengeance? Alright, Cleanse is fine. He's bringing like a new way to play the game and how to build decks. And that's just going to expand how wide like Runeterra can take it. When does he come out? I think he's coming out in like... I think he's coming out in June, right? So Seasonals is early May, and then I believe he's coming out in June. Oh, Fairness is phenomenal. Wait, what? How do I get this card again? What? Arrow. Herring is pretty decent. Yeah, but Herring just like, he's so screwed this turn. Oh my god. I'm just going to TRIBEAM into Fair Knight. He just like hard loses, right? Like he's not gonna have a board left anymore. He's not gonna have a board anymore. I think this Herring is like omega bad. He's so screwed here. Oh, and a Fury? Let's go. That farms.
You won't suffer long.
He thought he was safe. He thought the spiders could block. No, that is not the case. Oh my god, he's so boned. He's actually so boned here. Back to back, holy moly, what a draw. It's like he vengeance my Farron and then I back to back. Oh, let's go. Oh god. God, the anomaly coming in clutch there. Let's go.
The criminal court.
Or I'm misremembering. I haven't. Oh, I do. Ah, apologies. Sorry, Sakura. We're gonna play your deck right afterwards. My bad. My apologies. When do I plan to make your push for seasonal qualification? That's a tight topic. I don't know. The answer is like I don't really know. Wayne Charles follows. Oh, thanks so much, man. What was I saying? Oh yeah, it's weird. I've been are you kidding me? That's so annoying. I've been like not like super on purpose, but I have been like stepping a little bit away from. What is this pull? You pull the other way. I think this pull is correct, but then I would potentially also attack here. I've been like stepping a little bit away from like competitive. Not like a ton. Just cause like I'm a little bit more strict on time. I'm putting a little bit more effort into the content creation side of things. And that definitely has like diminished a little bit of time and energy I do put into, whether that be like prepping for seasonal or like playing on ladder. So I don't really have like a good, I don't really have like a very clear, I don't really have a clear like goal or like drive right now to like really sort of aim for like these like top cut kind of things. So it's definitely a little bit awkward, I would say. But if we get there, we might get there. I don't know yet. It's still largely undecided.
Okay, ready.
Behind ya.
Turning yourself in.
I could have like sentryed or like staticked. I do get really punished by like a fervor here, but I think my health total is high enough. I probably should have played sentry this turn, but I really wanted to see if I needed to play like the static shock instead. So like Aikato, Jason's becoming more of a streamer than competitor. I'm obviously not a streamer. My stream schedule is like so out of whack that I don't think that's very fair. But I definitely spend more effort on like, or at least I spend a lot more time with content on YouTube than anything else really. Does he actually play Make It Rain? That'd be so obnoxious. Like I really want to believe that's just fervor. Does he have Make It Rain? I can't even tell. Like if I block here and he Make It Rains to me, I'm really sad. Oh, he had it. That I knew he had it. Jesus. It's so obnoxious. But yeah, like, that's just sort of the little TLDR of me, tournaments, play, and like other things. God, that's so annoying. can stun one of them for now, I suppose. I'll probably just block with EZREAL. I don't really want to take 2 damage when he's very likely to have extra fervors in hand. So his hand range right now is a fervor, maybe like a decimate on the far right. So right now he's at least representing.
I never miss.
Okay, that's fine. If I do this now. So his hand range right now is fervor and then top deck card, right? So even if it is decimate, I'm not within dying range. If I use 1 fervor, he can't fervor this turn. If I kill this, I don't need EZREAL to like win this game. But that means I can't kill and flock like the Zap, and that's a little bit problematic.
I know you're
Like I need to figure out how I'm like killing these Zaps and stuff.
speed things up a little.
I have like Static Shock block for one of them. So I can do this, block here, static these guys, and flock. So I'll just do this to save myself 1 health. Hey, me just hit master yesterday. Any interesting... Ooh, that's not bad. Any interesting deck recommendations? Block that. Interesting decks. What decks are interesting right now?
Obstacle, meat gauntlet. No way.
I think there's a lot of mono Shurima on ladder, so I would try to like. If I were you, I would. Oh, please hit this one. Ah. Okay, I can static these guys. I do need a static now because I can't let this connect for 2. It does make my turn awkward because I can't develop like this. If he plays a Gangplank, am I like crying? How's a Gangplank like 4 out of 5? Makerian. So his card they got off of Zap was a Make It Rain, which means if this card is Gangplank, I actually lose, huh? That sucks. I think there's some interesting decks like the I've seen like the mono Viego with like. Alright, okay, we're fine then. I've seen like the mono Viego deck with like the SI Shurima. There's like the like any sort of Viktor Lee Sin deck is pretty cute. Like Talia Ziggs is like cute. I should just win here. Like 1 card isn't enough for him. I push 10 and then I have lethal. What else? Like you can play like Targon's Peak. I don't really know what decks you particularly find interesting, but I think there's like a good amount of decks right now that are pretty cool. Silver TF is interesting. It's also a pretty cool deck as well. Oh my, thank you so much for the cheer. I'm about to go to bed. Alright, good night, man. Thanks so much for stopping by. Alright, so that's going to be the end of the games. I hope you guys did enjoy. Thank you, as always, for making it all the way to the end. The deck list will be down below in the descriptions. But I hope you guys just saw how important playing for tempo in some of these games were, or maybe our opponent underestimated how much tempo we could generate, or just took a few extra points of damage here and there that just really added up over time. This deck, again, very, very solidly focuses on abusing these fundamentals. If your opponent is not as good on the fundamentals as you are, you can find spots to exploit that. And again, I think the deck is just a like a ageless classic and will always be powerful throughout the seasons. So if you learn it now, I don't think you're in a bad spot at all. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll leave you guys there, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow with another video. So peace out, guys, and take care.